Hello everyone and welcome back to another commentary video. This time me and the squad popped out at Raleigh Open. And don't worry, this isn't another hour and a half long video. It's only going to be about 10 minutes. And I only got to record but 4 of my fights. I only competed in Longsword and I had a couple of issues throughout it, and those are largely what I'm going to be covering today. To give some context, I actually had a run-in with a fighter after a fight where he was really upset of how the match went and what happened in the match, so he came up to me really aggressive trying to fight like. And while there's no real point in bitching at it, I thought it was really unsportsmanlike. I understood the intensity we were going at and what happened in that fight, but I never carried that outside of the fight like he did. After this fight, this guy had came up to me actually like on 2 occasions trying to escalate the situation, essentially. He was acting real scary though when he came up to me. Like, he would come up to me, but he like keep distance and be like kind of like vaguely evasive, you know, like you're about to like fight somebody. And I was just like, I don't think you want this, bro. Like, he was like, yeah, we're gonna fight. I was like, I told him, I'm here to just have fun and fight, bro. We're fighting. Why are you upset? He's like, yeah, we're gonna fight. And I was like, I mean, you really just said that? Like, Pope was standing right beside me. Pope was like, damn, you really just said that? And he said, yeah, we're going to fight in the ring, and we fucking laughed like hell. And if you're the guy I'm talking about watching this video right now, then you're cordially invited to come fight me in the ring, cage, wherever you'd like. Anyways, the entire time I was super fucking cordial with him, and he came around and apologized after I had complained on him to the event staff. But honestly, it seemed like his wife orchestrated the entire apology, and maybe he just wanted to save his ass. But I'm not the only person that's had issues with this guy before, apparently, so this isn't nothing I'm worried about. Anyways, I've talked enough shit, and you'll probably hear me keep talking shit. It's nothing personal to the guy, because he did apologize, but at the same time, I was cordial with him, and now this is my time to make my commentary on it, and I'm not going to hold back what I'm thinking or feeling, of course. This guy was fighting hard as fuck the whole fucking time. According to a few people in both Longsword and Sidesword, apparently he had been hitting hard from the start anyways. So, anyways, I thought that was so cute and precious of him. So, you know, I go hard too, so I just match the intensity. I honestly don't have much to say about the sword play here. I'm using my big choppy motherfucking sword, and he's like a flicky ass fencer, so I just kind of powered through him. And then, you know, at the end of this shit, he went up to me also, was like, you can't just power through my guards like that. And I was like, no, I think I can. That's actually how I won the match. This is where he goes full edgelord. I could tell that Zwerp copter I pulled off pissed him off after he took that stance. But anyways, here's what the grapple looked like, and you'll see the slowed down version in just a second here. So I got his arms pinned high, he's tall, I'm in, his sword isn't a threat. I get my single leg here and I take him down. He does not do a good job of falling safely here, he bonks his head. Now take a look at this image real hard for a second, because he said that my forearm was against his head. Now I personally think I'm in his stomach chest region, but maybe his fucking head's closer to his ass, I don't know. I'll say this much, I mean, the guy's got ego, he's got balls. He came up to me after I did that to him, trying to fight, so. And now you'll see where we both get a yellow card, which is fair. We were both going hard as fuck. Now, it sucks I got the yellow card. Obviously, you don't want to get a yellow card at all in a tournament, but at least I know that it was a mutual escalation of force. Anyways, I start to realize that the sword work's pretty good, so I start playing from left to Donna in just a second here. I've finally developed more techniques from that side that I'm comfortable using in a tournament. And, you know, I actually get a crosswise cut to a thrust right on him.
Center, please. Ready? Fight. Halt. Separate. Match time.
There we have the end of the match there. I don't have anything really to say about the sword work past that point where we both got a yellow card, but I win the match here, and you can see him walk up and just look at me. So I go to like shake hands with him, and he's just waiting for me to come to him. Then he's like, don't fucking come near me. And I'm like, Okay, and I just turn the fuck back around and laugh at it. I think this is a great display of PABs, and I'm not going to tell you what that means. You can go Google that shit for yourself. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of the altercations with him on video, but right after this, he came up to me in front of the judges and then in front of Pope that one time when I was watching Pool 1 go around. Anyways, because he had such a problem with me that he insisted on coming up to me twice, I went and reported it to event staff because, I don't know if this guy's like old as fuck off his rocker, I don't know what, dude. So I just let him know what's up so he doesn't get hurt or nothing like that, and we can all continue fencing safely throughout the day and be cordial with each other. Now you're going to see me and Connor fight. Connor's,
Let's go.
Been fighting me for ever and ever and ever. This is our first face-off in a tournament. And I don't have a lot to say about the sword play or anything like that. You'll see it's just a, little fun fight we had. It doesn't matter who won. The plan was no deeper than just doing weird shit and having fun, and we succeeded in that. Every exchange, we decided to just go between half sorting and just regular play. Ouch, definitely got stabbed in the gut there. Once I'm inside, I realize I have to start focusing on his base, so I work for an outside foot sweep right away. I get on top, I start to go for an armbar instinctively, but then I realize I can just present a threat.
Just Bobby and Bo.
I seen Connor's cockade slipped off, so I throw it to the side. I didn't know if the pin backing was still on it or not, and I didn't want nobody to step on that, but it seems like the pin's still in his jacket here, and it's not coming out. And here's our signal for a free grapple.
Yeah!
Raleigh Open was definitely my favorite wrestling tournament I've ever been to. It was kind of weird that they had us fight with swords, though. A lot of people enjoyed what we did, and a lot of people didn't fucking like it. I remember someone telling Connor that we were fucking crazy. It was fucking great. Now, this is only my second tournament, but this is definitely the most fun I've had in HEMA ever. At the end of this, Connor gets the win, and honestly, that's so fair, because he puts up with my shit on a consistent fucking basis. Shout out to you, dude, and thanks, Will, for filming this fight. The next two fights you're going to see are actually my first two fights from Pool 1. I don't remember the names of either guys that I fought. I can look up later what they were, but they were really interesting fights. They were really cool dudes, and I had a lot of fun fighting them. You'll see me close in here, but he's a lot bigger than me, so I don't go for a throw or anything. I just try to get a strike to the face as soon as I can. And that was another thing, too. Offhand strikes are not allowed. Like, if you have... there's obviously no Geisling cuts or thrusts, but if you made a cut with your dominant hand and just your dominant hand, I don't know, some judges would penalty you for it, and some wouldn't. So it was just like 50-50 whether or not you got fucked. Apparently they changed the rules and told nobody about it. A lot of what I did in my first two fights was just, lay the pressure on them. You can see that I had to zoom in the camera and crop it over so you can actually see the fight. If I were to zoom out, you'd be like, oh my god. We're all the way on his side. I've pushed all the way to his side. I've taken the half point of the field. And here I get a unanimous win. Anyway, shout out to that guy. He's a really good sport, and he's a pretty heavy hitter, and I really respected that. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Marion for recording the fights in pool 1. She got my fights, Will's fights, and her fights all on camera. Unfortunately, I forgot this guy's name, but I really enjoyed my fight with him. He kept lighting up my right shoulder. I still feel that shit right now. There you can see I really lit up that arm. And there I blew through his guard and got him in the head. I use Ki here. I haven't used it in tournament before, but I used it against him in the video you saw before. I used it against the other guy. And when I did that, it seemed like it worked. I could actively see an expression under their mask of what the fuck was that?
Separate, fight. Separate, fight.
If you look at the end of any match in Raleigh Open, towards the last of the 90 seconds, you'll pretty much see everyone getting tired as fuck. Or at least one person, right? Everyone's at least getting winded. I was definitely getting winded, but I wasn't getting tired. Fortunately for me, I conditioned, so I wasn't too tired, and especially in the third pool, a lot of people were getting really tired, and I abused that. I won't lie, I abused that to its fullest potential, and that's how I got my wins in the third pool. But that's the whole video, guys. Thanks for watching.
Cause your ass is old. First thing you do is just pick up the phone. To Jackson living next to your home. Motherfucking grandpa, old nigga, it's a home. Motherfucker.